Hello, welcome to Psychology, Research Method, and Statistics course. It's a pleasure to have you here, and this video I will introduce the course and especially focus in on reviewing the syllabus. So by the end of this course, you're going to be able to recognize and describe major research designs in general and also specifically in the field of psychology. You're going to be able to interpret and evaluate research results. You'll be able to explain threats to validity in research and also how to make research studies more valid and reliable. You're going to be specifically practicing a very common research method in various fields, including psychology, and that is survey methods. And you'll have the opportunity to practice that for your end of course project. You'll also be able to utilize Excel spreadsheet and the basic statistical functions available through Excel. And then finally, we're going to talk about ethics with research methods in psychology, particularly ethics, but also how a Christ-centered worldview would impact one's ethical view of ethics and research and methods in psychology. So I want to open up, so if you go under the Welcome tab, I have put our syllabus here. So I'm going to open up the syllabus and we're going to review that now. So I've just opened up and you can follow that in the course room and do the same, the syllabus. Here's my contact information. I do want to point out it is my preferred method of contact besides a cell phone is my Cornerstone email. I will get back to you much more quickly via the email. If it's a non-emergency, I will do so after business hours. I do work full-time as superintendent. But if it is urgent, my email is synced together and I will see your email. Please note that it's a timely response needed. And again, please only use that if it's truly urgent. You can certainly call or text me on my cell phone, but I do not look at that cell phone all the time during the day. So my email will much more swiftly get to me during business hours. So that's why that's a preferred method. All right. So the main items, I guess I'll say the main assignments for this course are listed here. You will have a final project due in Unit 7, and what you see here is there are various components of this project that you will be completing throughout the course. So you should be well equipped to complete that final project, and it'll be cumulative through the course with a variety of things that you're doing, along with discussion boards, posts, and quizzes on a weekly basis are the main components of this course. So first unit, you'll be picking your topic. There are a variety of suggested topics. You could certainly pick that in Unit 1 or pick one, a topic that isn't on that list. That's completely fine. In Unit 2, you're going to be doing the IRB approval request form that is linked to Unit 2, and then also putting together what's called an informed consent form, which you later on will link into your electronic survey in Unit 3. That we'll talk more detail each week. I'll get you prepped for each week, so we'll talk more detail about that in Unit 2, getting you ready for Unit 3. Your final project is actually a presentation. You will be using, and there's instructions within the course room. You'll be using Loom, which is a free Chrome plugin, a very easy tool to use, and you will put together a PowerPoint and then narrate it using Loom. So we'll talk about that more again later in the course in units around 5 and 6. Then you also have weekly homework assignments that are related to materials in the units and or your texts. And then finally, you do have open book quizzes, which is really to assure that you are gleaning the most critical components of the readings for each week. And again, it's open book and it's not timed. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting a very high score, if not 100% on the quizzes. If you take your time, if you read before, and then if you have your books with you and reference them as you are taking the quiz to refresh your memory on what the response to the questions are. They're all multiple choice. Then you have a final exam, which is cumulative, and that means that it's on all of the materials that you have read throughout the course. And that is also open book and not timed. Here is your grading criteria for this class. Your discussion forum posts, your initial prompt is due by the 4th day of each week, and your 2 replies to peers are due before midnight on the last day of the week for each unit and week. And you've got a discussion board form, at least 1 each week. Please keep up with those. It'd be a shame to miss points due to being late. I will accept late submissions of anything, but you will be having late deduction points. And again, it's a shame to miss those, so please just keep up with your work. Your research survey project overall, cumulatively, all of the things you'll be doing for that is worth 30% for this course. Your homework assignments, which are small, short papers, etc., due each week, all in total equals 40% of your grade. And then your quizzes and the final exam are 10% of your grade, which all equals 100%. Here's the grading scale, which is the same for each course in this program. And then this just breaks down each week what is to be read, what is to be watched in terms of videos, your discussion board posts, your assignments are all in here. So what I'm going to do is stop at this point. That's the overview of the syllabus. And then just to say, I will put a short video each week looking ahead to the following week, covering what is due for the week and spotlighting, highlighting things that I know are important and or I've taught this several times that students maybe wrestled with a little bit more. So I might spend some time talking about those concepts to help you prepare and be better equipped to complete all of your work each week. So look for that each weekend. So this is a welcome video that I hope you're watching as soon as you move into this course, but then the weekend before your first week, I will also post a video on week 1 so that helps you to prepare for and do the discussion board post assignments, etc. Well and informed. And I will do that each weekend preceding each of the 7 weeks in this course. If you have any questions, concerns, things that are coming up, please email me. I look at my email multiple times a day, and I really look forward to going through this course with you. I'll see you soon in the course room. Blessings. Bye-bye.